Right. Here, this search, select, study, skillful, store, and share. What is search? Here, specific, excellent, applicable, reliable, creative, and helpful. This is a search. According to philosophy, you know about justified truth belief. Here, truth belief is a knowledge. So, according here, knowledge is a subset of that which is both true and believed. Always. So, please remember, universal truths are also there. Some beliefs, especially the religious beliefs. Each one has their own belief. That is also knowledge. So here, knowledge is an intersection of truth and beliefs. Here, now, what to learn, where to learn, when to learn, whom to learn, why to learn, and how to learn. So always remember these 5 W's and 1 H to make yourself more efficient, not only in the traditional teaching and learning process, even online also. According to UNESCO, the 4 pillars of education: learning to know, learning to do, learning to be, learning to live together. This concept is very, very important in the globalized world and digital world. So knowledge, what type of, so we can get at the right place, right time, right purpose, right person, right thing, right work, and right knowledge. So understand, it is better to improve your comprehensive skill, thus comprehended, and attitude, be positive always. So thinking, in general, you think that people, maybe teachers suggest to student or student teachers, think. Here, different types of thinking: abstract thinking, analytical thinking here, artistic thinking, concrete thinking here, convergent thinking, creative thinking. Those who have divergent thinking, they have creativity. So critical thinking, divergent thinking, holistic thinking, parallel thinking, reflective thinking. This is a very, very important. This is right now along with the creative thinking, and the sequential thinking, rational thinking. This one, 360-degree thinking. No one can be excluded, all included. Inclusive education is very, very important. The keynote speech, honorable keynote speaker mentioned, and even the president, the today's function mentioned about how many, and Nur Jahan ma'am also told, many students are out of the school, not only physical school, even online schools also. See, we are at the universities, how much problem we are facing: electricity problem, network problem, but those who are daily wages, laborers, think about their children. They don't have smartphone. Almost there, and even TVs also. If they want TV, watch TV, they need power. So many problems are there. So even though it is our duty to think divergently to reach our student and student teachers. Here, tips for searching. This one I am going to ask our student teachers, especially I need student teachers in Karnataka, where some other countries participants are also joined. I'm really happy, but we are unable to allow all the participants to join here. More than 716. I searched before joining, 716 candidates registered for this international workshop. But what we can do, all the registered candidates, you will get the recorded video along with feedback form. You will please watch. You are answerable for yourself. The main aim of education is all-round development and self-reliance. It is your duty to make yourself self-development. Please watch the video nicely and fill the feedback form. You will get the certificate. Certificate is very important. At the same time, learning is more important. So these type of tips I don't want to read by myself. Only we are going to use PDF, DOC, PPT. Whenever, suppose teaching competencies or competencies for online teaching and learning, if you put inverted comma, you will get exact information. If you want the asterisk here, combined information. In the same way, functions, mathematical functions, and here are not the combination of others. See, you can, whenever I'm using here, environment not pollution, without your environment not pollution, 63,40,000 specific, but when I put within the quotation, only 441. See how much lakhs of content I filtered, more than 62 lakhs of 62 lakhs 99,500 content I filtered. Is it possible for you to manually filter this many content? No, it is not possible. Along this one, some more tips are also there. We will provide. Another thing, when you are searching, okay, after searching, it is your duty to select the content. The online, especially I'm concentrating more this one online, but it is applicable for offline also. Suppose I have book, I want to show you this one, the Prophet Khalil Gibran. So here Khalil Gibran is mentioned very nicely how to treat your child. There may be sons and daughters of you, but they came through you from through you, not from you. So here, an academic institution like MS Baroda here University, SPPU, Ms. Savitribai Phule Pune University, Maharaja Shivaji Rao University, MSU stands for SPPU, Savitribai Phule Pune University, NEHU means North Eastern Hill University, and other university, HCU, JNU, DU, many academic institutions, it is better. Whatever content they provided, you can go for it without thinking twice because they are an academic institution. At the same time, we have research institutions, even on administrative and academic and the policy making institutions are also we have here the UGC, autonomous bodies like UGC, NCT, NCRT also, and ICSSR, ISRO, you know about research organizations, and academician, great academicians, the posts are writings, articles, you can select a researcher also. Few teachers, they purely, they are not teaching, but they're doing research institutions. We can take, I'm going to show you one. That is why I selected one research article that done by the West Bengal on teaching competency. An expert in the discipline. Just I'm always mentioning two people. One Ananda Mahindra, you know about Mahindra, former CEO and present great actor. Still, we can say that's why I use it the present because he started his career more than 50 years back. Amitabh Bachchan, but he is very active in his blog. So whatever he posts is very responsible. Such a great people, blogs also you can follow. Here, reputed publications says Springer Nature and other publishers. Those books and journals, they are very relevant and valuable and valid also. You can select those type of. And another thing, it is your duty to third S is study. Here, some of students may be faced problem. We simply teacher educators and teacher they are telling study, study, study. But it is their duty. One of the participants and yesterday and day before yesterday, we organized one international workshop on here, essential skills and moral values for teachers and a global perspective. Here, career development. It is actually for teachers means for career development, global perspective. What is happening at Australia, Canada, USA, UK, and many other countries. So it is our duty to show a right path of students what to study. Nowadays we are using learning objectives in place of learning outcomes in place of objectives. What is difference? I'm always mentioning the same because for in every program new participants are there and beginners are also there. Here what you are going to learn is an objective. What you learned after this workshop, that is learning outcome. So when to study? Suppose some student, they may be student teacher, they want to study at the early morning, Brahma Muhurta we call 3 or after 4 also, but some students they woke up after 7 they can. It is up to in an individual because no two persons are identical, no two things are same. Individual differences are there. It is our duty to never compare a person, a student with other because he has his own capabilities, capacities, competencies and interests, intelligence, everything. How you can compare? Myself, my brother, we are twins. Now, luckily, my sister, she has also twins just last month only. So one boy, one girl, there's differences. So here, what I want to say, don't compare anybody and don't expect the same thing from all also. So where to study? So this is up to you to select. In general, make yourself flexible, comfortable before going. See, to organize this workshop, what I did, I selected one of our engineering faculty. So we made, at the time 10, no power. So before itself, we tried and we called to university administration to provide the generator and Wi-Fi. Luckily, they provided. Here, see, where to? It is my duty to select a right place. So who or whom to study? So whenever, so nowadays in the 21st century, every moment is changing. New things are coming up, innovations, inventions are. So it is your duty to approach a right place for right purpose. According to Lord Buddha, it is your duty to Ashtanga Marga. So why to study? It is very important. Some of students are asking, we have some groups are also WhatsApp groups, or Telegram groups, some other. So what is this? Why this? One of my friends, always Swataswini Gogoi ma'am say, it's only less than 4 year child is asking always why. I have one nephew less than 3 years is also asking always the questioning. It means it is a, please allow your students whenever student teacher if they're asking questions, it is your duty to respond. But some of teachers I have seen, don't ask questions, don't put questions. Before pandemic, you know about, well know about a comedian here, many are there, but in Telugu industry, Brahmanandam is very famous. So before pandemic, teachers are never allowed the student or student teachers in general in the to use their smartphones in the class. But after during pandemic, they requested again and again, you use a smartphone, join the class. So some jokes in the social network. So you are the one you told earlier, don't use mobile. Now you are asking to use mobile. See, so that is why there is a very important based on time. That's why situational intelligence, samaya spurti in Telugu we call. And another thing, ఎవరో వస్తారని ఏదో చేస్తారని ఎదురు చూడకు. So Srirangam Srinivasulu, the same thing, Ravindranath Tagore, West Bengal. So it is our duty to make yourself aware yourself and motivate yourself. And how to study, this is also important. Actually, many student teachers and the students, they are maybe studying, but how, this is very important. Whenever you are studying, it is your duty to make, always keep one paper or book pen with you. Even though you are in online learning, note down the certain concepts and take the hyperlinks, many things, then only you can move. Because the main advantage of online learning, suppose I'm learning something, competencies, what type of competencies are there, then how to enhance competency, what are the models are there, these things I can go by clicking the hyperlink. But if I want to know through offline, it is my duty to take many books and I have to verify. Such it is, suppose 500 pages one book is there where they mentioned about the competency. If you put Control F and type competency, you can go how many places they mentioned, usually you can identify. But at the same time, if I have the book, offline book, it is my duty to read. Without reading first page to last page, it is impossible to say how many words they mentioned, how many places they mentioned about the competency. So whatever advantage, some certain things are advantages are there. Even offline books, I can see at 2-3 pages also at a time by taking 3 books. But in online, we can see only one screen or slides, different size. So different things. So what I want to say, 100% online is also not good, 100% offline is also not good. It is your duty to blend, integrate both offline and online. That is why it is how to study. I want to share one live example. One of parents, he is worried about his son. He's always interested towards cricket. What had he done? He approached one counselor. My son is not studying well. Please help me and for his development. So counselor asked, sir, please, may I ask after 5 minutes? Please wait outside. So the parent, he went outside. So the counselor interacted with the student, better what you are doing, what about your likes and dislikes, your habits. So when he came to know he likes very much cricket, so he asked so many, how many centuries done by Sachin Tendulkar, first test, one day, everything. He has all the data in his mind, just like a computer. Then he realized he likes the cricket very much. Whenever a student has ability for physical activities, sports and games, it is better. But in Indian system, we are more worried they may be settle in their life through education. Education important. At the same time, it is our duty to identify the abilities. That is why skill means ability to do anything. So competency is also same. I'm going to show you each and everything. Please, your student teachers, if we are identified it, but some of the skills are some are good, it is your duty to motivate them. So I identify one of students, she is very good in English communication. So I suggested you can go for newsreaders or some anchors. So now she is working in the Doordarshan and television. So some other students I identified is good. So personality skills, many other things, air hostess she went for. So it is my duty as a teacher to identify what type of abilities they have and we can suggest. Yesterday in the workshop also we done one career and skills tool by one Sonali this was from UP. She did nicely, and the students or teacher, anyone can identify what type of skills they have and what type of job career they can select. So this is how. And here motivation. It is your duty to is incentive, development, power, opportunity, determination, direction, dedication, your support, goal. According to Swami Vivekananda, it is your duty to fix the goal by yourself. So here challenge. Another thing, in general, I want to explain as I am from maths, physics, chemistry, BSc. Suppose this one you can take is a difficulty level. So this one is opportunity. Whenever you are doing anything, so when your opportunities are increasing, your difficulty level will come down. And when you are liking 4Ls model of education, like, love, learn, and live. In general, another thing at the beginning, suppose this is beginning. So difficulty level, when you are going on the process, it will come down like this. But a human mind, what it think that here you are in difficulty level high, maybe it will go the horizontally like this. Human mind says, no, it is not right. Always the slope is downward, it will come down. So somewhere, maybe sometimes if you are ready, it will takes time and it come. So here, normal curve also possible. So sometimes here slowly it will come. So it is your duty, but human mind never allowed to do challenges things easily. So it is your duty to try it. That is why mental health is very, very important. Here, this is very, very important. I always like to motivate this one. Self-motivation, self-interest, self-respect, self-instruction, self-management, here self-regulation, self-direction, confidence. I don't want to read because already I provided this PPT in my blog. I show you where you can download and you can read by yourself. Main self-evaluation. This one is the last. It is our duty. And self-re-evaluation is also there. If you add re-word to everything, you can make it is a self-re-motivation, self-re-in, so this one is maximum. Some of students or student teachers, even I created one digital, applied digital skills through Google. So skill shop, there are so many things to share with you innovatively where I was not shared in the previous workshops. I'm going to share with you. Here the digitals, applied digital skills. Some of students, they joined, they're doing nicely. They have some problems, always they're posting here and there. But what I identified, they're trying, but they're not trying for maximum effort. So maximum into maximum time. So everything is your duty. So according to Einstein, imagination is more powerful than knowledge. So it is your duty to enhance your imagination and try beyond your limitations, beyond everything is beyond your capacity. So that's why you can understand the Ekalavya in Mahabharata, self-law, how he learned, even though he respected Dronacharya by treating him as a guru. So Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheswaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guruven Nama, everything, maybe in the new innovative or the online education, someone may not in a position to give, but no one can replace a teacher. This is true. So we need an experienced teacher's suggestions always. That is why maximum, it is your duty to utilize maximum. This one is also another thing. It is your duty to react, respond. So actually react and respond, there is a difference. When someone is responding with intelligence after by thinking, whenever you are reacting, it is not good, but certain things you can react, but not always. So reallocation, recall, receive, for teaching purpose, education we need for retention, remember, recall. These things are very, very important. So some of students, they ask, sir, I'm reading, but I'm not in a position to remember. Why you are not in a position to remember means you are not liking and loved by your activity. So it is your duty, whatever you are doing. So this one is the workshop. We are managing everything by single hand. Creation, this one, everything. So because I have interest to do something for society and academic, so that is why sir, I met in Varda 2018. He's a very active teacher, coordinator. So I immediately offered, sir, we can do something for the state of Karnataka by organizing an internet. Actually, we planned for national with the help of Pawan sir, and other participants are also from here, Ambo University, Dean, HOD, and other teachers are also here. Really, we are grateful to them. And some from Thailand, Malaysia, Ghana. So they are also registered. So here, why I'm telling this one, you need a network. So here, remove, resound, everything, always, and research is very important. Those who are doing teacher educators. Here, it is a mixed group. My duty to take care about the student teacher, teacher educator, researchers, and administrators. Some of the principals are also here. You need some special competencies to run an institution nicely. So what do you mean by study? In general, just it is very important for the sake of our student and student teachers. It is a systematic research. While studying itself, you are doing research, examination, identification, and understanding of the aspects or factors associated with an activity, event, phenomenon, situation, etc. Often a report is produced at the end of a study that summarizes its findings and may also include recommendations on the next steps to be taken. So here skimming, just I'm minimizing the screen. Someone may be waiting to join. I don't know. So it is better to think of them also. Yes. Thanks. Right. So here skimming and scanning. What is different between skimming and scanning? Whenever you are reading, suppose this book, it is your duty to skimming, see the title of the book, writer of the book, publisher, publication year, content, then you can select. So if it is good, then only it is your duty to move further. Otherwise, it is better to go for read after you are, if you felt it is very excellent, very good, please go through it. Some of books maybe title is different, content is different, we have maybe personal experience, what you are going to search, it is maybe not available, so your duty to select the right thing. So skimming and scanning is very important. Skimming, best example, you are selecting a book based on the skimming only by using the technique skimming in the library. You are not in a position to read whenever you are standing in front of the rack. You are just skimming title, author, content. If it is good, then you are selecting. That is the example of skimming. And scanning, while after coming to home and you started to read, that is scanning. So here the language teachers, English ELT, English language teachers are also available. Even this is the time to mention the Nambo University, some of posts are vacant. Sir Pawan Kumar sir, doctor, he told, so those who are interested, I will provide email address. You can contact him. Those who are really want to go and do job work in the abroad, it is a good opportunity. So what is skimming and some British Council is doing an excellent work for ELT and teacher here in English literature. You can go through it. This one I told, reflective journal. Whenever you are doing online also, it is your duty to keep on paper and pen, because forgetting is always a characteristic of a human being. Sometimes whatever you are doing, so I'm going to show you in the next presentation, Edgar Dale Cohn, how much you can remember. Maybe those who are joined earlier workshops also, you can just reflect, you can do other aspects are also. This is very important. 10 tips I don't want to give. There are in internet how to search by yourself. I'm going to provide you procedural knowledge. Once you learn the procedure, you can do by yourself. I want to make you self-dependent, not dependent on me also. After this workshop, it is better. You can depend on yourself. No need to depend by myself. You can depend by yourself. That is the outcome of this workshop. So here, these study skills are also, there are so many study skills. Useful site, this one I provided. So skill, the fourth is search, select, study, 3 SOO. The fourth one is very, very important here. Life skills. For as a teacher, we need here reading skill, writing skill, teaching skills. Right. Here we need, this one is very, very important. Technical skills and research skills. In this pandemic and 21st century skills, all. But according to the many researchers, communication skills is very, very important. It is your duty to make yourself verbal, non-verbal communication. Some of students are good in, teachers are good in verbal communication, but non-verbal. So your body language and expression is so very, very important. And employability skills, managerial skills, because you need a classroom to manage. So digital initiative, there are so many. I told about 40 digital initiatives, the 9 pillars of digital India you can. But here digital Swayam is a study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. Swayam Prabha for teachers are also where the Diksha and others I am going to show you. These things is available. You can go through it later because I have many things to share with you. So the National Testing Agency is conducting NET exam. Here, those who are from education and PG students, please, you are eligible to appear for NET exam in the first semester itself. What I am doing at Northeastern Hill University, I'm always at the beginning itself, I'm informing those students who clear NET, I will give 1,000 rupees reward from my side, from my packet. Every year, almost 25% of our students are clearing NET before completing their PG itself. Even some of students, they are clearing 6 to 5%, 5 to 6% of students and student teachers, they are clearing JRF. So see, every year almost minimum 25 to 50,000 rupees I am spending for students itself. I am giving to motivate them in my class. What I want to share here, because this is also one of the personal competencies to make the attention towards me always and like and love mine. I am providing tea and snacks. I don't want to ask any teachers to do the same, but just what I am doing for effective, I am sharing. I always provide tea and snacks for my class students and student teachers yearly, minimum 2 to 4 times. So it makes me, I'm just providing 10 rupees coffee for 10 rupees snacks, 20 rupees, maybe almost for year 80 to 100 rupees only per student. But it makes them the more than 1 lakh rupees, how much they can sponsor by themselves more. But when you are giving with love and affection, they like very much. So it is our duty to win the heart of the student and student teachers. Whenever they feel that teacher is always working for us for our benefit, then they can do anything. So this is the first principle. Whenever you are teaching through online or offline, win the heart of the participants and connect your participant through your heart. So connecting through heart is very, very important. I'm always mentioning the Mahatma Gandhi head, heart and hand, Bloom taxonomy, teacher educator, cognitive, affective and psychomotor. In Sikh philosophy, they are using head, heart and hand and hukum. So many other things are also there. So this one is I provided this one 51, but right now we 2 more added, 53 MOOC providers are there. Here Udemy, Coursera, earlier LinkedIn are not there, but LinkedIn. So here my humble request to the teacher educators and teachers, it is your duty, even research scholars, please create your account in LinkedIn, ResearchGate and Academia. These 3 social networks are very, very important. Academia, LinkedIn and ResearchGate. Once students sharing the screen, the time I can show you each and everything. So this is a store, the 5th S, such select study, skillful over. Here store, where to store. You have huge information, how to after store, share and smart. So Google Drive, everyone here join Magnum through your Gmail account. So Google Drive is providing 15 GB. Those who are using your laptops, you have OneDrive also, even Zip Cloud, Dropbox, these all free cloud storage also available. What I did, I purchased 100 GB storage capacity by Google One from Google, paying 130 rupees every month. I hear this is the right time to say about the Hegde's parties are regarding his interest towards participants. He's really worried. A little bit I told you are thinking too much. This is not right time to think about, sir. More than 700 participants they registered, but we are not able to allow them to join, only 100. So this is one provided by our university. We can't enhance, we can't do anything. What to do, whatever we have. That is why I'm always telling, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. So I'm not doing because of this is no. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. I always remember this one is very important. Really, I wondered after reading this quote. Wherever you are, 1,000-mile journey start with the first step. By sitting here, I want to go to my home or some department. This is impossible. You want to make yourself ready. So storage is very, very important. Not only is even whatever you have, please store it for the purpose of. That is why publication, preservation of knowledge, transmission of knowledge, and creation of knowledge. Share. This is so. I am always requesting the students, teachers, especially teacher educators. You have need one own blog. Suppose I'm going to share with all of you, those who are first time joining our workshop. I have more than 103 posts in my blog. I will give each and everything by sharing my mom blog address, hamsareddy.blogspot.com. You will get each and everything. So no need to worry. So to go to here and there. And websites. If you want to create a website by yourself, Google site you can create. But the other way we have also. But you need a domain name. A domain again you are supposed to pay again to for maintenance purpose. But economic position of all the teachers and individuals is not same. So those who have they can do. So apps, WhatsApp. How you can use WhatsApp for academic purpose. Here I can say, suppose I need one group study material to save. What I can do, I can create one group, add one group means two or more than two. I can add on near and dear friend or family members. I can delete after creating the group, because no, it is not good to disturb others by sending. That is why in general I don't like to make in the group member, becoming a group member of WhatsApp. Maximum people are sending late nights, and it is really disturbing. Some maybe group admin, they can post by himself or herself, that may be good. So Telegram group I'm managing like this. So please think about the others also. So it is my duty. According to Lord Buddha, whatever you feel pain, don't repeat to others. The same principle. And to say simply, I'm from a philosophy background also, education, philosophy, BS, maths, physics, chemistry, MSc, maths, mathematics, and education. So here, why I'm telling integration. My specialization is ICT in education, how to integrate. So it is better to think about others. And social networks, this is very, very important. That is why I told academia, researchgate, LinkedIn, please create account there and be a. The final one is a smart. It is your duty, supreme. According to Vedas, teacher is ocean of knowledge. It's a mastery in subject, master, approachable. I'm very sorry to say a few things whenever, but I am always informing. Some of teachers, it is not good to mention the name in our Nehu also, Sri Venkateswara University also, where I worked earlier. They are not approachable. They are showing their face very serious. So the student are not in a position to approach them. So why to share? To give a smile, there is no need of any money, no need of any investment. Simply give and allow them to others to approach, and you yourself also reach. Now myself, I reached the coordinator when he texted. He's always doing good, and creation of YouTube, sharing sir how it is. Really, I wondered by working in the rural college of teacher education, he is trying to reach as many as. Really, I'm appreciating, sir. And transferable, whatever you have, it is better to transfer to others. Why I am sharing through my blog? What I can do? Vyada Vyasa, Valmiki, great writers, what they done? They given even Vamana Shataka in Telugu and other many things. So Bhakta Tokaram, Kabir, Tulasidas, all they mention very easily to understandable in the understandable language for common people. So better whatever you have, one day will come to leave this world. No, nothing will come with us, only whatever you have, the theory of karma. Be good, that is why be good, see good, do good, that is the way to God. Money comes and goes, but morality comes and grows. Good and bad, pain and pleasure, peace and agony, all these originate within man, not outside. The past is beyond recovery. We are not sure of the future. The given moment is the right time. Do not delay, do right action. So this is the right time. Tulasi santu su ambataru pool palaki parahete tate ye pahanhana tate we paldet. So it is be a saint, be a good person. Kal kare se aaj kare se ab palme paralai hoegi bahuri kare nakab. So I will do tomorrow. I will do tomorrow. When to tomorrow? You know about Lord Shiva and Shani Dev. Tomorrow one story. So Sunny never leaves anybody. So he approached the Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva just, so you come tomorrow. Repo means tomorrow. So every day is coming repo. So some people and students and teacher educated, they have that postponement. It is better to stop, kill your postponements. The creation step. This is about recapitulation, search, select, study, skillful, store, share, and smart. Here, specific, excellent, applicable, reliable, creative, and helpful content. Here, supreme, master, approachable, reachable, and here transferable. So this one about another thing I will take few more because we have time. This is very, very important. It is relevant to our topic. So this is first international workshops. I already mentioned the 4 pillars of education. Now we are technology is the 4th pillar. Philosophical, psychological, sociological, all education and teacher education. You know, we are aware. Always learning, learning, learning. Now here's a deeper learning. So we mentioned about the 4 pillars: learning to know, learning to be, learning to live together, and learning to do, learning by doing. John Dewey, so many things. Here, content mastery. That's why I said in my last days is a supreme mastery in subject. So here, effective communication, critical thinking, and problem solving. I am always mentioning about problem solving means always Pranab Mukherjee earlier in the Congress and the former president of India. Whenever any problem solver, and the collaboration, even it's a self-directed learning. That's why I told self, and academic mindset. Always be. You can learn from anywhere, anytime. So Google for education is the main motto is anywhere, anytime. Even you can work from anywhere. And another thing, it is your duty to make yourself minds. So no one can change your mind. It is your duty to change by yourself. It is under your control. It is not the control of others. Even happiness is also within you, not outside. So it is the state of mind. Here, what are the 5 elements of the here? I'm going to use the Gestalt theory, whole to part, without informing about what is competency. Those who are coming here, I'm informing about the competency because it is our duty to use different types of techniques and theories apply in our classroom. So here I selected Gestalt theory, whole to part. We'll come to part. What is competency after? So what are the 5 elements of here competency? Student advance. Here you can see the students advance upon demonstrated mastery. The second here, competencies include explicit, measurable, transferable learning objectives that empower students. In place of learning objectives, we can use learning outcome. Assessment is very important. Assessment is a meaningful and a positive learning experience. I evaluated one book, is a rubrics for Savitribai Phule Pune University. What they done instead of some of teachers are teacher educators are not flexible to use their learning outcomes. They provided learning outcomes at the same time objectives. Anyone can follow anyone. Can't follow the 2, but both are same, but the represent statements are in the different form. But student receive here timely and differentiated support. This is very, very important. And students develop and apply a broad set of skills and dispositions. Before what you need, you can understand. So, right. So this one is a learning and competencies, individual competency development. We are concentrating from individual. That's why lead by example. You can see encourage and enable self-study. Wherever you can see in my PPT, self. So training and certification. Why I'm always telling about certificate? Now you can understand certification is very, very important. Here I'm going to provide, that is the gift of this workshop. All the teacher educators, you will get information to, so you have more demand, more than 100 always, thanks God. So here, training certification, Google will provide you Google certified trainer after completion of your course. I'm going to provide it to you through hands-on. Here, coaching. Coaching meaning is different here. In general, you know about IAS coaching, UPSC or competitive exam coaching. They will take special care and interest, and assessment is the main component in coaching. They always continuous and comprehensive evaluation, you know. And here, learning from failure. This is very, very important. Chanakya, I like, is a Vishwaguru, we can say, just like Rabindranath Tagore. Chanakya, how the way he taught to Chandragupta, really wonderful. I watched more than 100 episodes in Hindi language. The way approach of Chanakya, still we can do. So integration of 5 sense organs. The Avadhani in Telugu, in Sahitya, literature. So there is Sahasravadhani also. Madasani Mohan in Tirupati. Here some participants are also Subraidanna from Tirupati. They know about very well. He can provide answer for Sahasravada, 1000 means questions raised by 1000 people. Orders, question order is also same, answer is also in the same order. Suppose serial number 239 asked the first question, he can remember the serial number and he can provide answer. That type of memory you can see the avadhanamu in Telugu we call excellent. There's a basal in the Telugu lessa. Sri Krishna Devaraya, you are in the land of, so you can understand. No need to, but for the purpose of international participants and others, I am informing about the culture of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh and southern parts of India in particular. Here, 8 competencies for culturally responsive teaching. We are simply moving here whole to part. First one you can see here, recognize and redress a bias the system. Draw on students' culture to shape a curriculum and instruction. That is why situational based. So here environment and heredity playing a major role in learning or anything. So based on your environment, geographical situation, it is your duty. That is why NCTA or NCRT, they are giving flexibility to change your curriculum. Here, bring real world issue into the classroom. This one is missing in our education institutions. And especially some school teacher also joined here. Please don't expect the answers, the whatever written in the textbooks by from students. Those teachers are giving, those who are writing exactly makki ki makki. Textbooks is providing something. If they write in the answer sheet, they will get good marks. Someone is maybe based on his or her understanding, comprehensiveness, it is they are getting less marks. I got feedback from the student, sir, I'm writing nicely, but my teacher is until unless if I don't write whatever exactly in the textbook, she or he is not giving good marks. This is complaint not only at primary, even teacher education institutions also. Please, the knowledge of things is not limited, the scope beyond the scope. So here, model high expectation for all the students. Look up, aim high. That's why in my blog, I mentioned look up, aim high. Promote here respect for student differences. I told already, no two students are identical, no two persons are identical. Collaborate with the families and the local community. So that's why I came forward in collaboration with the cases and case colleges of education to do something here, communicate in here linguistically and culturally responsive ways. Reflect on one's culture lens here, one's culture lens. I have suppose here Kasi culture, the land I'm sitting here, this is a Kasi culture. East Kasi Hills district, they have their own culture. Whenever they say to something to thanks Kuble, so a little bit I learning their languages also. To win the heart of the people, there are two things. One, you speak in their own language, and it is better to follow their culture. When you see best example, Sikh, you can see they maybe appear where in the entire globe, wherever you go, you can see the Sikh. So this one is very, very, and they never forget their culture. They always carry their culture. So communication competencies. So here verbal communication, written, personal skills, non-verbal communication. I'm mentioning verbal and non-verbal. Here written communication will also come under non-verbal communication. So verbal always oral. So you need, and here body language also will come under non-verbal communication. It is not verbal. And here you can see managerial competency. Teacher, we need adaptability, strong self-concept, responsible, risk trust. But it is very less in Indian. We are very maybe always took backward back step to take risk. We always like to feel in the comfortable zone. Maximum. Please change your mind. Take risk. When I joined a Nehu from Sri Venkateswara University, when I was doing postdoc 2012 and 13, money I got in 2011 at Chhattisgarh. So they said it is a Naxalite area. Don't go. So I missed chance. Again, when I got at Nehu Shillong, again they started Northeast is also not good. So I switched off my mobile and joined by taking permission from my family members and my teacher. So see, because I want to take risk, otherwise no. Those who invented many things in teach wherever any field, they taken the risk and they came out from the comfortable zone. So here take initiatives, concern for standard. This one never miss. Whenever you are going to deliver your class, make yourself is maybe fulfilling the standards. Quality is very, very important. The government of India at international level, UNESCO, WHO, UN, all are standards. Some tools are also available. Assess your. Here personality is resilience. Here resilience is a bounce back. Suppose whenever you are in difficulty, how you can overcome that. that need skill. I give you one live example. There are two brothers in a Mumbai slum area. The elder one is always thinking he has a drunker father, is always taking alcohol and away from family, not taking care. So mom only taking care of the family. The elder one is thinking about the negative sides always. The younger one, what he did, he decided to overcome and come up from the poverty. He studied well and he reached and he became a CEO of one company in USA. The whole media reached the slum that area when he arrived to Mumbai. They asked, "Arey, you have the same heredity, father and mother is same environment, but how you reached to that level? Your brother still he is just like a dacoit, he's a thief. He become a thief, just like your father. What is the difference?" So he himself, that is the power of the resilience, the bounce back. I have the strong willpower to come out from the poverty by doing. That is why I don't have anything except study, study, study. Sri Venkateswara University Engineering Department, they written on the walls, student primary, secondary, tertiary duty, studying, studying, studying. So it is student duty. What is your duty? Studying. What to study? When to all I provided. So here, emotional competency is very, very important. Emotional intelligence, we are told. Self-knowledge, persistence. Persistence is very, very good. Self-control and the stress handling. This one in the yesterday I discussed with Professor Swarupa ma'am. She is a professor and dean of Sri Acharya Nagarjuna University. So how many things, because whenever you are interacting with others, you can learn many things. So whenever you have, even I'm always interacting with Dr. Swataswini Gugurman and Dr. Pawan Kumar sir whenever I get time. So interaction is very, very important. I have some more friends here and there. Whenever I time permits, even Professor Jogin Kalita sir, Gauhati University, Professor Chennai sir, Sri Venkateswara University, Professor Renu Nanda ma'am, Jammu University, Professor R.C. Patel sir in MS Baroda, Professor Sanjeev Sonewane sir, Savitribai Pule, Pune University. So these professors really wonderful in their field. They are helping a lot. So it's our duty. Professor Gayatri Goswami from Gauhati University. Why I'm telling to show my network. So it is your duty to make such type of network by yourself to enhance your competencies, to improve your skills for the sake of academia. So elements of teaching competencies. What are the four elements? Here, learning competency. That is why I started with the deeper learning and social competencies. What type of personal and social, educational competence and technological competency. But in our workshop, we are going to do through hands-on and many things through technological competency. So this is the factors of teaching effectiveness, teacher related variables, student related variables, school institution related variables. Here environment, family related variables. I don't want to read this one. I provide you through my blog after presentation. You can access here the factors, teaching effectiveness of teacher educators. These are all preparation is the first step. Our presentation style, we have our own presentation style, classroom management, how you can manage online. We are going to provide you. This is I told the research related teaching effectiveness of teacher educators in different types of B.Ed colleges in West Bengal. I selected this one because the collaborator institutions are two teacher education institutions. The Pranab Barban and the Dibyanda Bhattacharya Pranab Barban, so same American Journal of Educational Research, they published in 2015. This article I selected. See the statistical data. Teaching effectiveness B.Ed college teachers here in West Bengal. Very, very low is 14.57%. Highly effective is only 15.89%. Maximum almost here 69.54 means 70% of moderately effective only. So there are some other things, but just I show you this video again. I showed in the earlier also, but for the purpose of newly joined participants, just see why we are made this one, the workshop, essential skills for the competencies, skills, competence same, but we put it competencies, essential competencies for online teaching and learning. So just you watch this video only 5 minutes, then we can move. Right. Now you can see what type of schools, what type of kids we are going to get. Just 1 minute, someone one is asking to admit. Right. So this is about, so it is our duty as a teacher educators, because we are going to prepare teachers of the future city, to prepare a future citizen. We need certain competencies. So Norway, the play school kids, their students, we can say, they are using palm top. See, and now you can see in your own family members. I have less than 3 years nephew. He's very expert using, and he's always watching. Even my friend Rataswini Gogoi ma'am, his son, and even Pawan Kumar sir's son, and others. I have. They are always sharing. They are busy with their digital gadgets. So here, why I'm telling, to prepare such type of student, future citizens, it is our duty to make ourselves ready to teach at any place, anywhere. According to here, expert dictionary, please don't. This is not a new term. Why I selected the competency instead of skill? There is no difference between competency and skill, but some researchers they are making like that. But to say, because dictionary is encyclopedia of now, meaning to get anything, you are always approach the dictionary. According to Oxford Dictionary, competence or competency means ability to do something well, and the skill is also ability to do something well. Page number 634 and page number. So it is your duty. You are aware and you have skills. Only thing, it is our duty to uncover certain things and make yourself is a bunch of skills we need. That is why this is a competency they are calling in the inaugural keynote speaker. Pawan Kumar sir also told about the attitude, knowledge, skill, but a skilled person, he has attitude positive and is sound in knowledge. So here competency is an underlying characteristics of a person which enables him or her to deliver superior performance in a given job role or a situation. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, on the birthday of Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, is celebrating Teachers' Day because he reached up to the President of India, Vice President, first Vice President, and second Prime President of India. Because by the honor, we are so teacher can do. Here, Ignited Minds, APJ Abdul Kalam. I read so many books of APJ Abdul Kalam. Excellent. So this is your duty, and attitude is everything. Jeff Keller, please, all the teacher educators, students, it is your duty to read this book. Jeff Keller, attitude is everything. And I'm going to provide you one big 10 best teaching practices also. Here, Hayes, I don't want to, because I'm going to provide you this PPT. Because of time, I will finish this PPT within 5 minutes. We'll move for hands-on activities 100%. So these are knowledge, skills, attributes to for outstanding performance of task I'm using. This is my creation only. Competency is equal to skill. It is your duty. But a researcher's review of literature, they're mentioning competency is equal to skills. We need the combination of different skills. So here skill is an integral part, but his ability is also an ability to, skill is also an ability to do something. But this one is readily available. That's why I want to show you difference. Some certain things, it is your duty to teach to students with a comparison. Some things is a general to specifics, specific to general. So part to whole to part, analysis, synthesis, inductive, deductive. So cognitive theories, behavioristic theories, gestalt theories, social learning theories, constructivistic approach, so many things all together. It is a time to recall the again 3 people in my life. I observed mother. Suppose we are 4 siblings. I ask something, my sister asks something, my other 2 brothers will ask something, elder, younger. So my mom can provide same mother, same kitchen, fulfill needs of all types of 4 children. The same way, teacher duty to provide and fulfill the needs of below average, average, above average, special children, gifted children, so many types of. Some maybe they have different learning style, auditory, visionary, kinesthetic, combination of more than 2 competence learning styles also. And so it is our duty to use podcast, Google Podcast and other things, those who are auditory. So videos, why I showed this video instead of informing, if I show the video, you will get. Image, word gives single meaning, image gives 1,000 meanings, video gives million meanings. So these are the benchmark core. So I don't want to read one by one. 12 core competencies. You can see teamwork, communication is very, very important. You can make it is organizing. We are organizing these workshops. We are getting the types of behavioral competencies and technical competencies. Today's workshop is very relevant to technical competence. 6 C's. Here, citizenship, collaboration, communication, creativity, critical thinking, here character. According to Mahatma Gandhi, if wealth is lost, something is lost. If health is lost, if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. If character is lost, everything is lost. So character is a building stone, is a basement to show where you are, what you have, and who you are. So this one is the 21st century competencies. We're moving from traditional to ICT, online. Integrity, insight, inference, innovation, intention, yeah, interpretation, information, imagination, inquiry, invention, influence, and intuition. So this, you know about there are it is your duty to integrate 5 sense organs according to Chanakya, even 6th sense, 7th sense also. Some movies also we have, and it is Tare Jamun for an excellent movie, and it is your the philosophy is also gives more importance to intuition. So it is your duty to motivate yourself. Chittarutti Nirodha Yoga. Yoga and meditation is the best way of here. This is very good for teacher education. This learning competencies. There are 4 statements are available: social competencies, technical competencies, educational competencies. These are the elements of competencies. I told here. Teacher perception or core competencies for innovative teaching. So this is also available. You can I will provide later. Here, how to build and enhance your competencies. It is always through learning, through teaching, applying. After applying, so on, I mentioned, I'm going to show you Bloom's taxonomy here. Remembering, we are always doing up to here, but it is your duty to make, analyze, evaluate, and create. So creation is the highest producing something new. That is why myself and Dr. Swatasini Gogoi ma'am, we created, because both we are from education and a philosophy background. Philosophy is the first foundation of education. How you can, whatever I have, it is better to move into student level, how they can understand. Suppose I'm visiting, suppose Reliance Mart. What I want, I select that one first. What they are providing, I don't want. So it is a student, it is a teacher educated duty, teacher duty to provide, to give. Means here no one is giving, no one is taking, according to constructivistic approach. So everyone is creating their, constructing their own knowledge. But here information you can share, information you can provide. So this one is remember very important. I'm telling about maybe it is for repeaters. It is just you can reflect. No need to think. Just I'm taking the first one. Whenever you are reading, we are always encouraging our students. Please read. While reading, only 10% what they are remembering after 2 weeks. So 20% what they hear. It is very important. Chinese, Confucius. I see, I forget. I hear, I remember. I do, and I understand. So 30% what we see. So seeing 50% what we see here, the movies. Always I'm mentioning about Tare Zameen Par, Rabbog, Proud to be a Sikh, and I'm Kalam. So these movies are excellent. Please go watch, and even some Punjabi movies also. And I did my RC at Guru Nanak Dev University in 2017. After that, wherever you go, if you are good things are there, you can enhance. So some very almost more than 30 to 40 colleges I reached. Like very much, and they like me very much. Here, like why I'm telling, to learn more, you like and love, learn and live. So 70% what we say is very important. This is 90% what we say. That is why my humble request to all the teachers and teacher educators, never miss your class. Always better to take. Even though I am taking sometimes extra classes for my students, I'm recording the video, I'm providing through my blog, even though if I am not able to take class. So such type of things I'm doing here. Active learning, even all are doing. Just I'm giving live examples by myself. Active learning and passive learning. So what you want, you can do for active learning by seeing. You can go through it. But I want to share only one thing. This one, 95% what we teach someone else you can remember. So that is why teach better. And 21st century, I don't want to hear characters here. The adapter, the communicator, the learner, visionary, leader, model, and collaborator. Collaboration is very, very important. 4 characters of your 21st century skills is always see wherever, whenever any slide, communication is coming and collaboration is. So that is why citizenship, life and career, here personal and social responsibility, ICT, information literacy, creativity. Everyone is worried about nowadays creativity and quality, critical thinking, problem solving, decision making, and learn. So sometimes it is very, I'm sorry to say, whenever some teachers are approaching, sir, I want to do some work, please allow us, please collaborate. But okay, we take your permission from your institution. It's taking more time, more than 1 week, 10 days. Without, see, they can take within 1 minute decision making. So Pampapati, Dr. Pampapati sir is very fortunate. The two principals and their management readily allowed, and he approached me, sir, please do something for our college. So he's reaching at international. It's good. Good intention always. God helps whenever you have good intention. This is very, very relevant to our today's workshop. So online teacher instructor, it is your duty to make a manager, designer, learning design. Just like a fashion designer, you want to make your own design. No, to suppose any certain anything is not fits for all. One thing is not fits for all. So it is your duty to make it. Just like a tailor. I told about mother one example. Tailor is the second example. Whenever a kid or middle aged or old senior citizen approaching, he fulfills the needs of all types of people. The same way, a carpenter or mechanic, whenever you are approaching him, he can repair your vehicle. The carpenter can design whatever shape you want, whatever size and anything, color. So here, technology, supporter, facilitator, advisor, co-learner. We want to become a lifelong learner, content expert. That's why I'm going to show you bit track. Researcher, instructor, assessor here, mentor. Assessment is very, very important. So this is a Bloom's taxonomy. I'm going to provide you one link. You can get A to Z Web 2.0, 3.0, 4.0 tools. This is UNESCO ICT. These are the understanding ICT education, curriculum and assessment, pedagogy ICT, organization administration, teacher professional learning. This is very, very important for us. So roles and competence of teacher educators. This one is very, very important. So ethical and legal standards, knowledge, refreshing commitment. So professional pedagogic instructional strategy, learning resources, motivation, facilitate participation is very important. So what I did, my sister encouraged me to participate in essay writing, elocution, quiz, and athletic. So I have more than 100 prizes. Just here, my motto only participation. But wherever I participate, I'll get any prize, first, second, or third. So that is different thing. But participation better to motivate your kids and students to participate. My government, there is a quiz program, Government of India through Prime Minister, that portal, my government portal, offering every time, almost every month, minimum 4 to 5 quizzes you can test. I received a certificate from Prime Minister of India, appreciation of certificate regularly, and I scored more than 80% of score there. So I did more than along with my friend also. So many quizzes. To say frankly, 84 quizzes I did. So evaluation, administrator here, technological counselor. All teachers can't act as a counselor. Only guide they can act. Those who have psychology background, applied psychology, even medical field related, they can, because well trained only they can counsel. And researchers, you can, the competencies here, competency design, development, facilitation, legal and ethical, be ethical, be. So effective online teaching competencies here, presence, facilitation, and here supporting student. This is very, very important. Feedback, whatever, it is better to give feedback in the positive way. Very good student, you are doing well. If you try some more, you will get excellent. So only I have some parents, the student, they scored 93%, 97%. Hurry, what about 3%? My God, not happy with the 77, 97%. They are worried about. So half, show their perception. So half glass water filled, glass filled with half. So they may say, what about the half empty space? Instead of whatever we have. So that's why I'm always telling, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Here, monitor student progress, time management. Who can time? Management, according to management, etymological meaning, controlling something, controlling someone. But you can't control time. You can utilize time. You can use time here. Managing learning environment. It is your duty to create your own learning environment. No one can create. This world is created by the God, but your learning environment created by yourself. A content knowledge and responsiveness. Here, all the researchers, see, just I want to show you with the laser pointer. technology is the important competency for all, recognized by all the researchers. Some of researchers may be mentioned here. Pedagogy and technology in this research, 5 researchers they identified completely, but unfortunately here, other than teacher education and education department, those who have B.Ed, M.Ed, they have maybe very less pedagogical knowledge. That is why by seeing the content, what type of teaching method, teaching techniques, teaching aids to select, by experience they are learning, but not through a particular training method. That is why Government of India initiated under Pandit Madan Mohan Malavya National Mission Teachers and Teaching Learning Centers. I was also a member in that committee in 2014. Based on our recommendations, they established these centers. We suggested by seeing the by observing teaching learning centers in Australia and USA. They have, it is a must. But unfortunately, what is the practice in India? Those who want to become school teacher, they need DLED, primary school teacher, secondary B.Ed. For teacher educators, we need M.Ed also. But to become a teacher at the UG colleges, and only they're asking SET or NET, SLET, this one is different state eligibility test, and NET, national eligibility test. So some subjects they don't want even NET also. Well, someone has maybe a PhD or NET, they are eligible to become assistant professors or lecturer. So without training how to teach, they are going and training. I'm not criticizing anybody, only about the system. That is why they are encouraging the other center, teaching learning centers, human resource development centers under UGC, some orientation programs, refresher programs, now faculty induction programs, FIP, and faculty development programs, all these things. Even yesterday, Ma'am Swatasri Gogoi Ma'am declared Ambo University and Neku and Moran College were going to offer an international conference and an international faculty development program soon. So here the source, you can see the competencies. Dennis, he said about pedagogy. First, before competency, communication itself, pedagogical knowledge is important. And discipline, expertise, technology. So now it is inseparable. Communication, pedagogy, and technology, the 3 are essential, I can say, essential. Along this one, I am going to say content also very, very important. International board here of standards for training, performance, and instruction applying. This one is actually the distance education they mentioned, applying situational leadership, managing here, change to enable innovation, here, perseverance through slow or incremental periods of change. Change is a slow process. We can't expect change immediately. So willingness to change, it is your duty, willingness to change, willingness to advance the online education agenda for the next generation of distance education professionals. Already I told, but now the online education is also one type of distance education, even though you are the synchronous, we are teaching, synchronous or asynchronous. This one is UNESCO already told, ability to teach technological literacy, encouraging knowledge deepening or knowledge creation is very, very important. This one is very, very important. I'm mentioning everywhere. So some teachers, they have content knowledge and technological knowledge. We are calling technological content knowledge. Some teachers, they have technical knowledge and pedagogical knowledge, technological pedagogical knowledge. Maximum here, those who are B.Ed, maximum teachers, they have pedagogical and content knowledge. But if you integrate technology, then this is very important. Technological, pedagogical content knowledge. So yesterday, actually, I supposed to show the philosophy teacher blog, Satasvi man blog, and my blog. I have 2 blogs. Hamsaredi as a resource person, Shillong education. Why I'm telling is a live example. Even ma'am is also joined here. So you can reach. Sometimes they feel those who are teaching philosophy, what we'll do, those teaching arts, social science, what we can do, only science is no. In NEP, National Education Policy 2020, there is no difference between science, technical, professional, or arts. So all are integrated. So multidisciplinary approach. In future, based on NEP recommendation, there may be no standalone institutions except in universities. So all these type of B.Ed colleges, they are supposed to merge in the UG colleges. So the most important online teacher competency, this one is communication skills, technological, provision of information. So it will maybe a repetition only again and again. I don't want to take time because hands-on is the main motto of our workshop. Monitoring, providing students favor this feedback. Barriers are very important. Sometimes technical difficulties, perceived isolation, challenges balancing study, work and family combination. Those who are married may be very confusion with the content, poor academic performance, and lack of motivation. This is a sense of online community is very important. Social presence, cognitive presence, and a teaching presence for educational experience. So this is the four pillars to supporting student success. Academic support they need, technology support they need, health and well-being, sense of community. So this one is we are ready to assess by ourselves by doing some activities. So this one is how to acquire competency. This workshop main agenda is acquiring online teaching competency. It is your duty at the three phases before starting. So preparing, planning, and designing. During here, facilitating, interacting, and providing, seeking feedback, and after also reflecting and drawing lesson learned. So these are all the competencies. You can go through it one by one. So this one I don't want to keep behavior. Once you acquired competency, you can show some behavior is a model to prepare, is a readiness for change. This is very, very important. According to Mahatma Gandhi, if you want to see the change from others, it is your duty to change by yourself. Then comfort with online technologies, then only you can hear legal and ethical. So philosophical things is very, very important. Be ethical, be legal, never cross your, so it is our duty as a social science, it teaches you follow the rules and regulation, law and order for the benefit of maximum people. Never. But at the same time, you can think beyond the out of the box. Steve Jobs, I Steve. This is one of the book, excellent book. You can read it. I Steve. So it's a creativity. It is your duty to think beyond. There are so many other things are also there. So we'll do one by one. So this is about change is very important and comfort in general. And beyond competency, this one is a reflection in action and reflection on action. Actually, after is very, very important. After the activity, after this workshop, what it is your duty? Your duty to practice whatever you learn from this. So again, this one I told already.